Hey guys, welcome back. We're going straight back to our dating. I, 21F, left my first date unannounced because the guy 26M was super creepy. I love this post because they listed it out in red flag format with the little red flag emoji. Hi, so while scrolling through dating apps, I matched with this guy. The conversation went great and chill. We decided to meet. Here's where the red flag started. 1. Somehow in all his socials, he keeps posting about a BMW. Don't get me wrong, I didn't meet him just because of that, but he shows up in another car and I was chill about it as maybe he has many cars. The thing is that car doesn't even have seatbelts, so I was weirded out and scared, and the back was so full of stuff and not organized. Why did you go in a car of a guy that you just met from a dating app? Second red flag. While in there, he was asking me where I wanted to go eat, and it was like, I'm good with anything, to be honest. And he was like, oh, I can cook something for you. Do you want to go to my house? So I just said the name of a restaurant and he looked peeled. It was like, fine, okay. Yeah, that is a red flag. If someone is pressuring you to come to their house the first time you're meeting, it is definitely a red flag. Do not go to their house the first time you meet someone. Even if you are talking and you feel like you have a really good connection, really watch out for how much someone is pressuring you in the beginning just to do something as simple, well, as seemingly simple as going to their house or getting into their car. And I actually have a story about that. So whenever I was using a dating app, there was a guy who was saying, I'll come pick you up in my car. I'll come pick you up in my car. And I just kept saying, no, I can meet you wherever we're going to meet up, whatever time is good for you. And instead of just coming up with a plan to meet up at a certain time, he just kept talking about wanting to pick me up in the car. And I just stopped talking to him. I know I mentioned last time that I ghosted people, but I don't consider it a ghost if I've never even really met the person. And if they're just pressuring you more about either getting into a car or meeting up at their place first, it's a no. It's going to be a no for me. Third red flag. He drives extremely fast. I'm talking about 140 km an hour. That's 86 miles an hour. That's really fast, especially with no seatbelts. What's going on here? Why are there no seatbelts in the car and you're driving that fast? Number 4, the whole time he was trying to get me drunk and tell me that I drink a lot of water, so I should go to the bathroom. I'm suspecting he was trying to add something to my drink. Good observation skills right there. Also very creepy. If someone is really trying to make you drink, you have to watch out for that, especially if they're trying to make you leave your drink. No. Leave. Get out of there. Also, why would you be drinking so much if you drove to the place that you're gonna get your drink from? Do you know what I mean? If you drove to the place, you really wouldn't be drinking. So that means in this situation, he was trying to make her drink when he wouldn't be the one drinking that much. So it's already not very balanced. Number 5, he went to go pick up something from his car. So I checked the pictures he sent and it looks nothing like it at all. Uh-oh. So the situation is already different from how you had planned it was going to be. It's just like meeting up with someone and it's not the person that you thought you were going to meet up with. There is catfishing, but what if it's the person that was in the pictures, but they look completely different than the way that they looked in the pictures? So maybe the guy is 40 years old and the pictures on his dating profile are pictures of him from when he was like 20 something. That is so weird. Just be honest. Okay, not the last, we've got about, I'm sorry, it says 6, 7, 6 on the list here, but we're just gonna keep going. My last straw is when he went to the bathroom and randomly texted me, I'm gonna finish soon, which was so disgusting to me. He went to the bathroom and texted her while he was in the bathroom at dinner, probably. If you go to the bathroom during dinner, do you actually need to text someone that you're going to be finished up in the bathroom soon? It's kind of a given. It's kind of a given that you go to the bathroom and you would just come out within a timely manner, right? I know this girl is creeped out, but imagine going on a date and someone texts you from the bathroom like, I'm almost finished. Don't worry, I'll be right out. Unless he means I'm going to finish soon, like something else. But like, isn't that an obvious thing? Yeah, it's kind of nasty if he's texting from the toilet and then he brings the phone to the table and uses the phone at the table and you guys are sharing food and you know that he touched his phone in the bathroom, so now he's touching the stuff that you're sharing too. Yeah, I wouldn't like that one either. Even though I'm really laughing at it now, it would be nasty if I was in that situation. He was complaining that he was too tired and asking if I wanted to sleep with him because he can't drive back to my place. Don't worry, I gave him a fake location in parentheses, and he looked so pissed when I told him it's okay, I can call an Uber. Ooh. If someone is upset because you have another way that you want to get home, or you're planning on leaving at a different time than you were originally leaving, and I mean pissed, like they seem visibly upset, like, are you for real? Kind of mad, and this is your first time meeting up? That should be a red flag, because if you're only meeting up with someone for the first time, why do you think that you have any sort of say over how the person is trying to get home? Why do you think you have any sort of say over whether or not they can go to your house or call Uber for themselves? Okay, this is the last one. Be ready for this. I wanted to take a picture of the car for safety and send it to my friend, and the car doesn't have a license plate. That would be a red flag. So I just called an Uber and left. Girls, be careful out here. So I guess at the restaurant, she just left completely. And if I was in the situation, I would definitely leave too. And that's only probably after discovering that there's no license plate. But wouldn't you discover that there's no license plate before you get into the car or before you go to the restaurant? All right, let's go through the comments, because I think I want to see some more red flags and what these people think. This is why there is dating safety when meeting strangers. Number one, meet up in a public place that's not close to his house or your house. That's a good one. Number 2, get yourself there. And number 3, get yourself home. Yeah, if you're meeting up with someone for the first time, don't let them be in charge of how you're going to get to a place and how you're going to get back home. Always be in charge of you getting there and getting yourself back, because you don't know what this person is capable of. And once you get into a car with them, it's kind of like you're out of control of the situation. You have no idea what they could do to you whenever you get into the car. Here's a good one. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to get into the car with a stranger? That's a really good one. Yeah, my mom told me that too. And we learn that all the time. But it's just like not meeting up with a stranger from the internet. You know, your parents probably told you that growing up, but people are meeting people on the internet more and more. So you kind of have to come up with different rules for yourself and how you want to live. What are you comfortable with? But there's also common sense and thinking about what would be the safest way to go about meeting a stranger if you did meet them on the internet. What I would want to do is probably a video call before you even meet up. And I know for some people it might seem cringe to do that, but the only way that I've ever actually met people that I trust and feel good around is I actually video chatted with them before I met up with them. And it wasn't like a date on a video call. It was just like calling like friends over FaceTime. And whenever I felt comfortable enough doing that, I knew that probably if we met up out in public, I would feel fine and I wouldn't feel nervous or creeped out. And it doesn't mean that it's always going to work out. You can do a FaceTime with someone and not feel good about it and then still meet up with them and have it go fine. And the opposite of that. You can have a FaceTime with someone and it feels like they're your friend and everything is good and you can see their face and probably vibe well with them. But then you meet up with them and it's creepy and they're not the same as they were on the FaceTime call. And it's always good to go with your gut. If your gut is telling you you shouldn't be in this situation or there's something wrong with the situation, you're creeped out and your body is just rejecting you being in that environment, listen to it. But other than that, this one was so fun to read and I just wanted to share it. So if you want more, subscribe, baby, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.